Good afternoon. My name is Josh Ezell. I'm designated broker and owner of Breakthrough Real Estate and Property Management. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Right now, I'd like to talk to you about list price. Now, this discussion gets thrown around a lot, especially in the context of what's the list price of this car, what's the list price of this clothes, what's the MSRP. There's a lot of talk about list price. And because of so many things, and I hate to throw specific businesses under the bus, quote unquote, but the car industry has thrown a lot of people, has made a lot of people leery of list price, okay? Now, that's completely understandable when you have an arbitrary number brought up or made up by either a manufacturer or a store, for example. When we're talking real estate, it's a completely different ballgame. And I really want to put emphasis on the importance of, in this case, having an agent or having a good source of information to find out what true comps are for the home in particular, okay? So let's take an example. Let's say you have a home that's in a very good neighborhood, okay? And let's just make up a price. Let's say the list price for this home is $200,000, okay? Now, $200,000 in and of itself, when you're looking at a home, without any context, without any other comps, without anything, can we make a determination about that home? In general, can we say it's a good price, bad price? Is the condition of the home compared to the price where it needs to be? We can't make any determinations. It's an arbitrary number based on one item that we don't know anything because we have nothing to compare it against, okay? So let's take that one step further. We have that same $200,000 home. Now let's put it in a neighborhood of homes that have all sold for $250,000 over the past 3 months. Exact same home, exact same condition, exact same floor plan. Now, is that $200,000 home at this point in time a good deal or a bad deal? Knowing that you can, right now, this moment, you can pick up a $250,000 home. You have 3 people in the last 2 months have all spent $250,000 on this exact same home that you can buy right now for $200,000. Is that a good deal? I'd say probably. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Now, let's take that same $200,000 home and let's put it in a different neighborhood. This neighborhood, it's now by far the nicest home in the neighborhood. In the last 3 or 4 months, all the neighbors have only spent max, the highest price anybody has spent for a home in that neighborhood in the last 3 months is $150,000. Now, what would you say about that $200,000 price tag? Is it a bad deal or a good deal? It's a bad deal. Would you want to spend $200,000 for the same thing people spent $150,000? Would you spend 50 grand more for the exact same thing? Now, on the other hand, would you be happy to spend 50 grand less than everybody else paid for the exact same thing? Therein lies the importance of comps. No way to know. If we look at a home and we see a list price right there, there's no way we can make a determination on if that's a good deal or a bad deal. Okay? So let's say it's a $200,000 home that you guys just went and looked at, you fell in love with it, woohoo, we're gonna write an offer. Now, what is the right offer? Now we go home and we run comps. Let's say your average home in that neighborhood is sold for $200,000, but it was listed for $225,000. Or let's just make it easy. Let's say it was listed for $220,000 and you want to submit an offer of $200,000. On the surface, that sounds like a good plan. You're going to get a 10% discount off of that home. Now, let's say the home is actually listed for $210,000 and your average home sold for 5% of asking price. Okay, I know this is a lot of math I'm throwing at you right now, but pretty much it's the exact same thing. If you have a $220,000 home and your average comp has sold for within 10% of asking price, that's $200,000. Let's say you have a $210,000 home that sold for 5% of asking price on average for that neighborhood, that's a $200,000 offer, right? But it's all based on comps. It's not based on the actual list price. It's based on the comps for this home. What is the fair price for this? Now, to take one last angle and look at it, you have condition. And I want to throw out, have faith in your good realtor or realtors. Stress, never answer a price question at the home or without having comps present to factually back up your answer. These are the things that will convince your clients to do what they need to do. We're never going to convince a client to overpay for a home ever. But at the same time, if this home is priced at $150,000, okay, you know the average comp in that neighborhood is over $200,000. Okay, and here's the market we have right now in Phoenix, and it's coming up quite often, which is kind of the purpose behind this. You have a list price, $150,000. You know the home could be worth $200,000. Okay, well over $200,000 in some cases. Okay, so it's listed for $150,000. The comps are $200,000. Would it be out of line to offer $175,000 on that home, knowing that there's a lot of offers and that it is still a great deal and that comps even support it? Like if you were going to get a loan, it would support the $200,000 bracket. Okay, that's not the easiest conversation to have with a buyer. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, not only should you not even offer asking price, we can't go below. We actually need to come up above asking price. And without having the facts to support it and to truly show what a good deal is. The good deal is compared to comps. And if you can beat comps, you're getting a good deal. Sometimes if it's a gorgeous home, you might be quote unquote overpaying compared to comps, but that's because it's a nicer home. You're getting more bang for your buck, which means it should be slightly higher. Now, if you can beat the highest price, you're getting a great deal there too. So everything is about comps. Your $200,000 home on the surface can be a great deal or it can be a horrible deal. It's up to the comps to find out and then act accordingly. And our job as realtors, and this is where I'm going to tout realtors here really quick, our job is to help you find the best home, the perfect home for you, and then help you get the best deal on that home. I can't tell you what the magic price is on any given home without doing the research. But I can tell you this, if it's gonna be the home of your dreams, and it will take whatever it takes to get in that home, I'm gonna get you the best deal possible. If $150,000 is the least expensive price I can get you that home for, we're gonna get you that home for that. If there's 20 different offers and you absolutely love the home, it might be worth going over price. List price, not comp price. The list price really means nothing if you really think about it. You can do your own comps and throw out your own price based on facts, and you can basically disregard the list price. It may or may not actually have anything to do with it. It's kind of cool when they actually line up that way, and that way you know you're getting a good deal and the agent did their job in pricing the home. So anyway, that's a nice little discussion about comps and the importance of doing them. List price means nothing. If you have any questions, I'm happy to talk with you. This is Josh Ezell. I'm a designated broker and one of the owners of Breakthrough Real Estate and Property Management. My information is below. Thank you so much for taking time to listen. And please like and comment and follow us on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else. Have a great day. Bye.